Hey everyone, in this video we will be talking about naming convention in Java and what are identifiers. So identifiers in Java are the names given to a variable, to a class or to a method. So these are some example names that are there for classes. So for classes it has to be in Pascal case. Let's say your class name is hello and then world. It combines and it becomes hello world. Same, let's say you are requesting user information. So your class name is user info and then it combines and it becomes user info. And let's say you are creating an order. So then your class name will be create order and combines and it becomes create order. So this is how class name has to be. Your class name can be in lower cases as well and it will work fine, but it is the naming convention that you should follow. So now I'll open up IntelliJ. Here I'll click on new project. I'll name my project as Java naming convention. Click on Java IntelliJ and click on create. So now I can create my class. I'll choose SRC folder. SRC stands for source. So all the Java code that we do, it goes inside SRC folder. Here I'll click on new and click on Java class and I'll name a file as hello world. And you can see the W is small. If I maximize it, you can see a green line is appearing underneath, which means the naming convention is not followed. And this is one of the built-in features that IntelliJ has. It highlights whether the name given is following the naming convention or not. So I can change it. I can go to hello world, right click, click on refactor, click on rename, and I can change it as hello and then world. And now you can see W is capital. If I click on refactor, you can see the green line is gone. Same, I can create another class. So I can go to SRC, click on new, click on Java class, and here I can create user. This time I'll rename it as completely small. You can see user details. If I hit enter, I'll maximize it. You can see the green line is appearing again. So I can refactor it as well. Rename, and this time I'll make it user details, and you can see the D is still smaller. So if I click on refactor, you can see the green line is still appearing. That means I have to change the D as well. So I'll go to refactor, rename, and this time I'll change the D to capital. If I click on refactor, you can see the green line is gone. I can create another class as well. So this time I can click on SRC again, create order, click on class. You can see again the green line is coming. I can change it. So if I want, I have to click on refactor, rename, and here I have to change it to create order. Click on refactor, and now you can see the green line is again gone. So that's how you can name your class. Let's say if your class is multiple words, let's say create order and then there is another word online. So you can simply add on. Now you can see C is capital, O is capital, and in online O is capital. So that's how you can name your class in Java. So for method, these are the examples given below. So for methods, the naming convention has to be followed by camel case. So let's say you have a method, say hello world. Then this method becomes say hello world. And you can see S is smaller. If I go again, let's say get user details. Now this time the G will become smaller. So it will become get user info. Again, if I want to create some order, so let's say create user order, and now this three words will become one method and the name will become create user order. And you can see the C is smaller. So the first letter will be smaller. After that, the first letter of every word will be capital. So now I can come back to IntelliJ and create methods for each class. So I can go back to hello world. Here I can create a method saying pub void, and I can say hello world, and then I can add anything here. So you can see S is smaller, after that H is capital in hello and W is capital in world. This is how you create method names. I can go and create another one, user details. I can say void get user details. You can see G is smaller, after that U is capital in user and D is capital in details. I can do it for create order online as well. So here I can create void create user order. So this is the naming convention that has to be followed for methods. Now we will talk about names for your variables. So for variables, if it is a constant value, that means it won't change, then those values have to be uppercase. Let's say fixed price, it's not going to change, then it has to be fixed underscore price in this format. Now let's say you have another one, color name. So now red will always be red, right? So we can say color underscore name, and then color name will be in capital. So this is how we create constant variables. And if the value is not constant, then we have to choose camel case. Same as methods. So let's say if you have user address, then this becomes user address. If you have another user ID, then this becomes user ID. So you can see U is lower in user and A is capital in address. So again, I'm back in my IntelliJ, and now here I'll try to create both type of values, constant and normal values. So I'll go back to hello world. Let's say I want to say hello to some specific person. So I can create the constant for them. So I can say public static final string, and I can say user name, and here I can give my name. So I can say Deepak. You can see the final value has been created, and you can see user underscore name is the naming convention. So now I'll go back to user details, and here I'll try to create one normal variable. So I can say public string, and here I'll say user name. You can see U is smaller and N is capital. So this is how you declare a normal variable. So in create order online, I can create both type of variables, final and normal. So I can say public static final int order ID, and I can say order ID is 12. So this is constant variable. So you can see order is capital, ID is capital, and there is an underscore. And this is how you declare a final variable. Now I can create another normal variable. So I can say public string order name. So here you can see create order online, order ID, order name, create user order. All these are known as identifiers in Java. So these are the naming conventions for classes, for methods, and for variables.